Was Florida Congressman Michael Waltz, a member of the House Oversight, Armed Services, and Foreign Relations Committees. Congressman, this is so nonsensical. First, we understand that an ISIS-related smuggling group brought in 400 people, ISIS-related, ties to ISIS. Then we hear that 150 of them have already been apprehended and sent back, but there's 50 on the loose that they're still looking for. And then they say, oh, it's okay, though, that they don't pose an imminent threat to the homeland. What?
Right. Yeah, and then you've got the Secretary of DHS just a week after 8 ISIS operatives that were actively plotting and planning across multiple U.S. cities that had come across our southern border were arrested. Thank God. He plays cutesy and kind of shoulder shrugs and parses words. Well, they're not 400 ISIS terrorists. They're associated with ISIS. And, you know, this is no time to be, you know, to be spinning the American people. You need to reassure the American people and say there's still 50 out there. We don't know. All 50 could be ISIS terrorists, active plotting and planning, or none. But I assure you, America, we're going to round them up. We're going to shut down this border. We're going to start detaining these people, and we're going to protect you. Yeah. Instead, we just get this kind of flippant, smug brushing off. And it's why we impeach the guy. It's why we're going to defund the guy. And it's why we have to win in November.
Well, I mean, look, you've heard Christopher Wray say many times, just recently again, that he's got all these red lights blinking. And he said it's largely because of the unknowns of the border. Why doesn't the Biden administration acknowledge this?
Well, you know, Chris Wray is making the rounds on the Hill. He's telling us he's never seen the threats so bad in his entire FBI career. But he's telling us kind of behind closed doors and in briefings. And I told him, you know, why don't you get in your SUV and go drive down to Homeland Security and tell them to close the border, right? I mean, why don't you guys work together? Go tell the president how bad this is, not cover your rear end with Congress in case something goes boom. But, Maria, I'm telling you, this is a ticking time bomb. It is only a matter of time. And one more thing that Mayorkas also didn't acknowledge, how about all the gotaways? I mean, we're only talking about the people that CBP encountered, not the millions that other terrorist organizations could have, could have instructed them and likely did to avoid the Border Patrol and law enforcement to get into our interior. This is a ticking time bomb, and we haven't even started talking about Afghanistan and the reemergence of terrorism there.
Yeah. Why? What can you tell us about the reemergence in Afghanistan right now?
Well, the fact that the new leader of al-Qaeda has sent out a clarion call to terrorists around the world. We have Osama bin Laden's dream of a caliphate. We have an international airport. We have passports. And, oh, by the way, we have billions of dollars of weapons. Afghanistan has become worse now than pre-9/11. Again, couple that with a wide open border and a feckless administration. I don't mean to scare everyone, but we need to be, the American people have got to wake up. This administration's asleep at the switch.
So do you think this comes up tonight? I mean, I have not seen CNN report on the wide open border. Honestly, I have not even seen CNN report on the deaths of these beautiful women that we've been talking about, whether it's Jocelyn Nungare or Rachel Morin or Laken Riley. You know, they were killed at the hands of illegal migrants. President Biden and former President Trump will face off tonight at the CNN presidential debate. And Biden's preparations have reportedly focused on ways to trigger Trump. He wants to trigger him. While Trump is relying heavily on his campaign experience, we know Bidenomics and Maganomics expected to be in focus as each candidate tries to convince voters that their policy plans will boost the economy. They're expected to spar on the topic of immigration, abortion, and democracy. But what do you think about the border? I mean, is this going to come up tonight?
Oh, I certainly expect it to. I don't see how it can't, and I hope the president.
Well, they never report on it. CNN never
simple.
Reports on it. I'm just saying, CNN does not report on this stuff.
Yeah, but I think the president. No, I know they don't. And if you didn't watch Fox, you would think and you listen to this administration, you would think everything was fine. Mainstream media is not reporting on it at all. But I hope the president does something very simple and just challenge Biden to say their names. He was challenged at the State of the Union. He couldn't even pronounce one name. Say three names. And oh, by the way, how about the Abbey Gate Gold Star families? Say the word Afghanistan, acknowledge those 13 Gold Star families. I don't think Biden cognitively could do it. He certainly doesn't want to do it. He's going to try. You're right. He's going to try to go on offense on abortion and on Jan 6 because he has nothing to run on, Maria. Certainly not Bidenomics, certainly not the border, certainly not crime, certainly not the Middle East or the world on fire. And President Trump, I mean, all he has to do is talk about his policies that worked, from right to try to USMCA, the new NAFTA deal, to the economy, to inflation, to the Abraham Accords. So I think it's going to be a very clear contrast.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how much Trump is able to get out on all of that. You know that CNN is controlling the microphone, so he'll get cut off when they want to cut him off. Certainly, while Biden's talking, Trump can't talk. Congressman, thank you. We will be watching. I want to talk to you after the debate, get your observations for sure. Michael Waltz joining us. And, of course, as always, thank you for your service to our great country.